And now, coming to you live from an undisclosed location somewhere in the Ozark Mountains, it's Spooky Talk Show with Josh the Devil. And now, here he is, Josh the Devil.
Oh, I better take these off, shouldn't I? Oh, I should probably clip my mic on too. You know, it's the little things. Where are we? We're over here. Hey guys, you know, it's tough to know if we're live these days. Okay, that's gonna have to go. Okay. Well, you know, we're trying things live. I don't know if YouTube's letting us really do this live or not. It's giving me all kinds of problems. It won't show up anybody's feed. It's what it did to me last week, and then when I went to check my recording of it, of course, the recording had an echo on it. All my fault, totally my fault. But we're back, we're live. We got a little bit of a studio audience. Let me see if I can show you guys. Yeah, there you guys are. There's well, Michael. There's Michael. Wave, Michael. Yeah, all right, there we go. We got a lot less latency this week, I think. It looks like we got a lot less latency, which is perfect since it's not streaming worth of crap on YouTube. Yeah, so, you know, we're hoping that more people can join our little thing. Okay, Diego keeps kicking video back on, and you know, when you open yourself up to just letting people into your Zoom meeting, well, they sometimes they'll post inappropriate content. Fortunately, you guys didn't see that. So, all right, well, whatever. Maybe more people will join as we go along. I got to keep everybody in the Zoom meeting muted, at least for the moment. I was hoping it'd be a bunch of people that I know, and then it would be really easy and not monkeys having sex and Hitler, which is what we got a little bit out there of. So, you know, hey, what are you going to do? It's the YouTubes. So we got a pretty good show tonight. We've got lots of jokes, which that's important these days. We got extra jokes from last week, and we got some jokes from this week, and I am going to tell them. And yeah, and I'm going to push some of these buttons and, you know, make sound effects where it sounds like people laugh at them, whether they're funny or not. Hey, like this. Oh, don't I know it. Well, you know, I've got a really cool interview lined up, and I was hoping I could get it done for you guys tonight. I don't want to say who it is because, of course, that will jinx it, and then it won't happen. The interview's been pushed back a couple times, so I'm starting to get a little worried, you guys, but it's a pretty good interview, I think, so it should be enjoyable if I can, knock on wood, get that thing nailed down. You know, then you guys will see that maybe next week. If I can get it done tonight, I'll post about it, and then you guys can watch that next week, and won't that be great? Pardon me. Hey, don't forget to go check out our Teespring page, stores, teespring.com/store/spooky talk show, I think, or something like that. And of course, we got our Patreon page. You can jump over on our Patreon page, and for as little as $1 a month, you can get access to all kinds of extra stuff. As soon as we get, I think, 2 more dollar patrons, then we'll do a monthly live stream that's just for you guys. So won't that be fun? What will we talk about? I don't know. But, you know, we'll sit around and we'll shoot the shit. We won't worry about YouTube guidelines and stuff like that, and that should be fun. All right. So let's jump over to camera 2, and let's talk about some news. What's up first? Well, we're going to start with last week's jokes first, and then we'll roll into this week's, because dang it, those were good jokes, Paul, and I'll be damned if nobody listens to them. So here we go. Up first, China's considering sending 100,000 ducks to Pakistan to help with swarms of crop-eating locusts, which are said to be the worst in 2 decades. I hate to say it, but release the Quacken! Well, rapper Vanilla Ice, he canceled a scheduled 4th of July performance. Apparently, the bulk of his fan base is old enough to be in the high-risk demographic for COVID-19. So, people that booed at us. What else? Well, You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. Rapper Kanye West has announced that he's running for president. No, that's not the joke. But in related news, MTV has announced that maybe the vote has been rocked enough. Okay, it wasn't that funny. What else? Well, a person in Florida has been infected with a rare brain-eating amoeba, according to the Florida Department of Health. But it's Florida, though, so maybe the amoebas will just die of hunger? Let's see. Well, this button, I think. That's the one. Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend, what's-her-face, Cut McSkick, she's been arrested on charges of sexual abuse. Since suicide has been done, maybe now the murder hornets can finally see some action. And there's always those brain-eating amoebas. I hope you're booing the brain-eating amoebas. There he is, looking better than most pictures. Actor Charlie Sheen is celebrating 1 year of not smoking cigarettes. And that's pretty good. That sounds good. Shut up. He tweeted, "Dear at my lungs, it was 1 year ago today that I quit smoking. Hashtag, you're welcome." Sheen went on to say that he wishes he'd never started smoking cigarettes. Good to know that the guy who's done a mountain of drugs and contracted HIV without revealing the diagnosis to his porn star girlfriend is taking care of his health. Yes, there they are. There's the laughs. And you know what? Because those didn't make it last week, we got a whole new set this week because Paul don't stop until I tell him to stop, and I didn't tell him to stop, so he didn't stop. So, an update on a previously reported story from here at Spooky Talk Show. Maybe a first. Oh, Paul Blart wants in. I'm going to admit Paul Blart into our group. Let's see if Paul Blart plays videos of Nazis. Have to see. Oh, a bunch of people are coming in. Come on in. I'm not going to put you on anyway. So, as I was saying, an update on a previously reported story. The band formerly known as Lady Antebellum, they're seen here, who announced they'll be changing their name to Lady A to distance themselves from a term with ties to slavery, despite the fact there's already an African-American blues singer using the name Lady A. Well, they filed a lawsuit against the singer for the name she had first. And just to be clear, the band is using systemic means to force a black person to do what they want, all so they can distance themselves from slavery. Now, my math's not great, but we're pretty sure they're doing woke wrong. Yeah, there we go. That was a long joke. Paul, you got to give me shorter jokes, man. I'm going to let all you weirdos into the chat here, into the Zoom. I got a feeling most of you guys are just trolls and things, but hey, I like trolls and things. In fact, the very first performance I ever did was I was a troll, the grumpy old troll. Yes, there's a guy and he's like, it's a showing his phone, eating a sandwich. There's a guy eating a sandwich. All right, hey, wish I had a sandwich. Back to the news. Disgraced comedian and actor Bill Cosby allegedly owes approximately $2.75 million in legal fees, according to his law firm. It looks like they don't accept leftover Quaaludes as payment. Or Puddin' Pops. I know. I miss Puddin' Pops. I really do. I miss them. I would eat a Puddin' Pop. If you guys don't remember Puddin' Pops, it's a shame that they're gone. I don't know if that had anything to do with Bill Cosby, but moving on. Facebook's considering a ban on political ads in the run up to the 2020 election. Now, don't worry though, you'll still get wildly biased articles from your uncle and that useless former coworker and some guy you went to high school with and that one person who once referred to a hallucinogenic drug as their girlfriend. You laugh because you know that guy. He's probably your roommates. I know he was mine. Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, I didn't think that. Did you think that? At least 3 great white sharks have taken up residence in the waters off New York City. Social distancing is encouraged. Yeah, and there you go. What else? Well, there's a couple more. Several news outlets have put on their front page that Brooklyn Beckham and Nicola Peltz are getting married. We'd write a joke on that as soon as we find out who in the hell they are. For now, the joke will be that this was front page news. And finally, a rare copy of the NES classic Super Mario Bros. Sold at auction this week for $114,000. The winner, yeah, you wrote that wrong, Paul. I should have proofread it, but you wrote it wrong. The winning bidder removed his head from his ass, blew on it like this, and then he stuck it back in. I don't know how that worked logically, but there you go. Rim shot and, rim shot. Ooh, sorry. So there you go. There's your jokes for this week. We don't have a whole lot going on this week, and that's okay. But I did want to run a video that a really nice guy who has a group called, or a musical project called Clusters of Fornication, and he was really nice and sent us a video clip of a performance for us to run on our show, and we ended up using it on our telethon. We didn't use it, we haven't really shown it in the show. So I'm pretty sure that clip from the telethon is gone. And I did not want our friends at Clusters of Fornication to think that we didn't care. Maybe they didn't know that we use it in the telethon, and that would be a shame because it's a very fun, interesting, and very unique and original clip. I guarantee you haven't seen anything like this on our show. So I'm going to play that here in a minute. But I do want to, again, remind you guys, Patreon, and then we can do that awesome monthly special stream. If you didn't check out the show from 2 weeks ago, we had a really great interview with J. Elvis Weinstein and his movie. He's got a really awesome documentary that just came out 2 days ago. You can find that on Amazon Prime. And it's called Michael DeBar, Who Do You Want Me to Be? Of course, the documentary is about Michael DeBar. And I only knew him as the awesome, creepy, bad guy Murdoch from MacGyver. Turns out, no, he's actually a pretty awesome rock and roll star and all-around seasoned actor. So you really should go check that out. I really hope the interview tonight, later, goes really good, you guys. I can't wait. I wish I could tell you guys, but I feel like that will jinx it. I really hope we can get our studio audience working at some point, and it's not just poor lone Michael sitting there by himself. Hey, what are we going to do? So we're going to take a look at the video from Clusters of Fornication, and then we'll come back and we'll do something else. So here we go, and with buttons like, I don't know, this. Let's see.
Hey everyone, I'm Clusters of Fornication. And this is my robot Cynthia. Thank you very much. I am Clusters of Fornication. You can learn more about me on clustersoffornication.com. Bye-bye.
Hey, and this button. There's the claps. That's right. Hey, we finally got someone else to join us, but then we lost somebody else. So instead of having two actual humans in our chat, we've only had one at a time. But that's all right. Let's see. Give us a wave there, Wammelstein. He digs the Spooky Talk Show, and he jumped over here to help support us and be there. Hopefully, what I'd love is a whole panel full of you guys, you regular guys, and I can just put you in there and trust you enough to be unmuted. Right now, I know that's the tricky part, and that way, when I tell a joke, you can actually laugh and respond. You know, like in the good old days when I had a live studio audience here, and the good old days. Okay, sorry. I could drift off into those good old days for too long. But I think this thing is working. We got a pretty good low latency, and let's do a little test right now. Wyatt, I'd love you to wave your hand when you hear the rim shot. Was it right there? You didn't hear the rim shot. See, okay, well, I got to work on that because I want to make sure that our studio audience can hear the rim shots and the other sound effects that I play for the jokes. You guys want to hear that. That makes sense. Sometimes that's the only funny part. Anyway, so guys, we're going to wrap up the stream here since we don't have an interview. We'd love to thank Clusters of Fornication. And we'd like to say a big to YouTube for not letting us stream. It says I'm live. It's showing that there's one viewer. I don't know who that one viewer is. I don't think they're real. I've got a phone full of messages of people telling me they can't find the stream. They're looking for the stream. They can't find it. Yeah, why? Could you find the stream? Well, I couldn't find the stream. So, of course, you can't find it either. Fortunately, hopefully the recording of this will go okay and I'll just upload it, and that's what you guys are watching now because you're not watching it live because of what I just said. And okay, I'm sorry, I'll shut up. And here's the outro.